unmute my mic. Hey, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Roll the Level channel. My name is Dame, and I'm going to be streaming some Chrono Trigger here. What you just heard was the OC remix, overclocked remix. If you aren't familiar with these guys and you love remixed video game soundtracks, these are the guys to go to. There is just a myriad of amazing musicians over there. And this track that you just heard was from their Chronology album. It's a jazz tribute to Chrono Trigger, which we're going to be playing tonight. We are on our second episode of Keepin' It Classic here. We are keeping it classic with one of my favorite JRPGs of all times, the one and only Chrono Trigger. So anyway, I am glad you guys are here. Hope that your Monday night has started out very well. My Monday has been pretty crazy here, but that's just kind of the life on Mondays for me. If you didn't know by the name, I'm a pastor. I'm Pastor Dame, part of the Roll the Level crew here, and so I love being a part of having conversations about life, God, and video games in no particular order. And so tonight we're gonna do a little bit of that as we're playing some Chrono Trigger here, and yeah. So hope you're doing well out there this evening. And make sure you say hi in the chat as we're playing this. I'd love to hear from you and kind of hear how you're doing tonight. And honestly, like if this is kind of one of those places too where like if you got something going on and I can be praying for you, I'd love to be able to do that. We here at Roll the Level want to encourage each other to grow and to encourage one another and just be a place where we can do that. So anyway, glad you are here this evening. We're gonna go ahead and dive into to the game here in Butamo. And by Butamo, I mean we're gonna go ahead and load in now. I do have to give you a little bit of a disclaimer since the last time that we played, and you'll notice here that I got two save files here in in our game. So last week we got through a couple of the first hours of the game, and I went in to the game to look at something, and I did that unfortunate thing that that you kind of do in that I may have deleted my save file. So there's that. So we kind of had to, I kind of had to start over again. And that's okay because I love this game. This is a fun experience for me to be playing back through this. And it's just a good time anyway. So it allowed me to actually go back, do some of the more grindy stuff and things. Yeah, I know, Chris. Hey, Kristen, welcome. Good to see you here tonight. I did the cardinal sin of old school RPGs. I went into a new game to look at something, and I went to save that game, and I inadvertently saved over my existing save file. So what that enabled me to do, we talked a little bit last week. There were a couple of like grindy elements on the front end that I actually went back and did. They're not as fun to watch. So I went ahead and did that. I tried to keep every other decision as on point as I possibly could. But I did have a little bit of a different outcome when it came to the trial. We had and I'm going to see if I can pull up the screenshot here to show you in just a second. Give me just a moment here, but yeah, we did the trial last go around, and yeah, we ended up having all of our jurors say not guilty. So we still got thrown into jail. The chancellor is still like, I'm going to get you, man. And yeah, so that's kind of what became of that. So anyway, so we find ourselves in Guardia's prison We're on our we're in it here. We're in it. We're gonna take a little bit of drink of that prison water there. I'm not exactly sure why it would restore MP and HP, but apparently it's some rejuvenating juice there. 2 days remaining until execution. We got to figure out what we're doing here. Pipe down, you. Let me out. Hey, Dragon Maisie. Hey, is that Ryder? Ryder, is that you, dude? Thank you so much for popping in here. Pipe down, you. Here we go. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you that filthy? If he won't quiet down, I'll quiet him down. Open the door. Uh-oh. We're about to get it. We're about to get it. That's what you get for not doing what you're told. Oh, yeah? Boop. Got him. Where do you think you're going? Yeah. Oh, hey, Daisy. Good to have you in the stream here tonight. Thanks for popping in, friend. Hope you guys are doing well on that Hawaiian island. How is the Hawaii life today? Also, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Chrono Trigger or not. This is a fantastic old school JRPG, one of my favorites, and so we're playing it tonight. We are a couple hours into the game right now, so it's unfortunately raining, dude. It was like we were under a tornado warning today. Fortunately, we didn't end up getting hit with any of that, but it was kind of serious business here today. So these guys here actually have a little bit of a shield where and by a little bit I mean a whole lot of a shield, and so you kind of have to wait to hit them once they peek out from behind the shield. So that's a good time there. So we're trying to break out of prison here, but you know, prisons in this castle, they got a thing or two for us to be able to loot before we leave here. But this skelly man though, ooh, spoopy. This guy's been waiting in prison so long that he died, and now we're about to end him again. So yeah, the prison actually has a couple of fun secrets here. Oh, no. We're not going to be able to get to there from there. By the way, how is the volume on everything? Are you guys game volume okay? Especially in comparison to like my volume. Oh, he's not even paying attention. We're just gonna off that man. All right. What do we got going on in here? We got obtain an ether, obtain a mid potion. The game volume is a little low. Hey, Matt, welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to have you here. There's not a lot going on game volume wise, but so let's wait till we're gonna get into a fight here. So let me know when we got the soundtrack going on here. So let me know what you think here. Can we stand to turn the volume up a little bit more? Oh. All right. Ooh. Okay. Sweet, sweet. Hey, VY ... Nice to have you in the stream. Thanks for joining here. Glad to have you here on the Roll the Level channel. We are we're actually a team of people that we had a podcast. We've got a little bit of a history with doing podcasty sort of things. Yo, some love from Connecticut. Awesome. That is right, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Yo, love some Chrono Trigger. I totally misread that. I apologize for that. I am kind of a little dumb tonight. It's a Monday. It's not been a bad Monday, but it's a Monday. I love Chrono Trigger too. This is a game. Just to kind of share a little bit of a history here of how I was introduced to this game. I have an older brother, and Johnny and I are close to age. But I remember there was one weekend that he got to go hang out with some friends, and he came back home and they had played Chrono Trigger during their hangout time, and I didn't get to go, and he's telling me all about it, and I'm sitting there like, and I don't even remember how old I was. I was like probably middle school age, and I remember hearing about this game, going like, "Oh man, that just sounds so awesome," and I remember thinking like, "Man, if I ever get an opportunity to play that game, I want to do it." And shortly after, Square had put out the Final Fantasy anthologies on the original PlayStation. And Final Fantasy anthologies included Chrono Trigger as a part of that, which is kind of an interesting thing because, I mean, it's not a Final Fantasy game. It was a franchise that branched out from and has zero connection to the Final Fantasy franchise. Um, and yet, it kind of created this like classic, oh dude, we're gonna help this guy, free him from the guillotine. This is no place for this dude. He's just a townsman. He doesn't need that kind of business in his life. I'm Fritz. My father runs the market in True. Stop by if you're ever in the area. Don't you worry, Fritz. We got you, dude. We got you. So obtain a mid-ether. Anyway, so yeah, I had my first experience with Chrono Trigger at that point, and it's just been one of those games that every couple of years I will go back and play it, and every time it's just such a good experience. So yeah, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Matt, have you never have I realize this is probably a silly question, but have you never played Chrono Trigger before? I'm guessing you haven't, because I know that you're not really huge into JRPGs. But this one played not all the way through. Gotcha. Understood. Understood. Couldn't quite sneak by. That's all right. That guy was not too tough. Great game, but always lost about a quarter of the way through. Yeah, that tends to happen. Again, JRPGs are one of those things where, like, especially like the like mid '90s, late '90s JRPGs, they ended up being fairly long titles. And you got to kind of know what you're getting yourself into for playing those, but I'll tell you what, this one here is well worth it. I've said this last stream, and I'll say it again, that I really hope that Square Enix decides to do a remastery of this game. I would love a legitimate sequel that makes sense. Would you like this better than Final Fantasy games? It depends on the Final Fantasy game, to be honest. Because I've played some of the classic Final Fantasy games, and I don't have a lot of complaints necessarily about the Final Fantasy franchise, but I do find that some of the mechanics for this one just kind of keep the game. Later in the game, there are some things that, and I don't want to spoil too much, but there are some things later on in the game that really lend itself to some creative storytelling and some creative gameplay, especially when you get into when you get deeper into the tech system, and also when you start getting into a little bit more of one of the title's big, I don't want to say selling points, but story beats that we haven't quite gotten to just yet. So yeah, it is. It's an amazing title on its own right. That's hard for me to say though. If I would say that I think when it comes to like priority of remastery, I think this is one of those games that it would be great if it got priority and being remastered over say something like, you know, Final Fantasy VI or something like that. Which 6 is also a great title, but yeah, I guess that that Chrono Trigger is one of those games that's one of the first JRPGs that really stuck with me, really that really kind of got me interested or excited about the possibilities of storytelling within the medium of video games. Now, that being said, you know, Final Fantasy VII was also one of those games for me as well. But they're vastly different games. It's a great question, though. I almost want to say, though, that, like, Chrono Trigger feels a little bit faster paced than an old school Final Fantasy title, largely because you don't have like the random encounters like you do in a Final Fantasy game. Once you've been through a map like this, you know, obviously these encounters reset here, but they give you do have some measure of option to avoid fights. Now this here where I'm knocking guards unconscious, like that's not always an option when you're running into enemies out in the wider world, but you're not going to have the random encounters like you have in a Final Fantasy title. Oh, mistakes are made. Yeah, I just hit that guy's shield. How about that Chrono Cross though, Matt? You pushing buttons, stirring the pot here. Okay, so I'm gonna level about Chrono Cross. So Chrono Cross is, if you're unaware, and I believe I talked about this a little bit last time on the stream. So Chrono Cross came out for the PlayStation. Was it 99, 2000? I believe that it came out. Whatever the case is, it was dubbed as a successor to Chrono Trigger. That it was supposed to be a sequel to Chrono Trigger. The unfortunate part about Chrono Cross is that in its own right, it's a good game. The music is beautiful. The character design and art is beautiful. I think, if I'm not mistaken, some of the character design was not done by the original guy. The original artist who designed the characters for Chrono Trigger is the same guy who did the Dragon Ball series. I'm going to butcher his name if I try to pronounce it. So you have a pretty iconic art style with this. And Chrono Cross, again, in its own right, had a good art style. But when it came down to story beats for Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, the connecting points just felt, they just felt really forced. You know what? I made this mistake of, I wanted to go back to the cell here and save. Yeah, Chrono Cross, again, good game in its own right. Does it feel like a legitimate sequel to Chrono Trigger? Not too much. Now, what they did after the release of Chrono Cross was that they included some cutscenes and some extra content within some of the re-releases of Chrono Trigger to make some of the story beats and connecting points in Chrono Cross make a little bit more sense. We'll see. I have not played. This will actually be my first time playing a version of the game that has those. And so we'll just have to see, like, once we get there, how much sense it actually makes in the grand scheme of things. But there are some thematic elements with Chrono Trigger that don't necessarily cross over into Chrono Cross, and that to me is a little bit of a shame. But it is what it is. Again, Chrono Cross is a beautiful game in its own right. Chrono Trigger, though, when it comes to the delivery of story and whatnot, is probably a little bit, it's a bit better. And by a bit better, I mean a lot better. So that's my 2 cents. That's my rant on Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger. Again, I played a ton of Chrono Cross 2. And not Chrono Cross like 2 as in like there's a sequel to Chrono Cross, but Chrono Cross as well. Yeah, I appreciate you, buddy. Chrono Cross also had, look, it's Luca here to save the day. And she's like, oh, it looks like you didn't need my help after all. Oh, well. For all you guys that are just tuning in, welcome. We are in our second part of streaming Chrono Trigger. We are keeping it classic here. Matt, thank you so much for popping in, buddy. It is always good to see you. You are always a welcome sight around here. Thanks for being here, buddy. We'll catch you soon. But for you guys that are just joining, we are playing, keeping it classic, playing some Chrono Trigger. One of my favorite SNES era JRPGs. It's a good time. We are busting out of prison here. We're wrongly accused. Uh-oh. But here we go. I don't know that they're going to let us out with a fight, people. What was that? Uh-oh. That's a dragon tank. Forward, dragon tank! Crush those conspirators! Here we go. Alright, so this is actually one of the first bosses that we see in the game that has a couple of different targets that you can hit. And as you see, like the boss is healing itself. It's got a couple of different attacks, but because of the tech that we have here with Luca and Chrono, Flame Whirl, Fire Whirl, we're able to do a bit of damage. I am not sure though, because I think that's the most effective form of damage here. But we're gonna use Wind Slash and see what happens. Okay, yeah, not nearly as effective. All right, we're gonna heal Chrono up here a little bit. Because what we need to do is we need to bust that head, because that head is going to be repairing the body here. And I don't think we can actually do. Okay, that doesn't do any damage to the body. Okay, so we got to take out the head here first. would be awesome to be able to disable that that wheel as well, because that'll take out his its charge ability there. So we're gonna, and also the heal and the flame damage and whatnot. So, ooh, Luca with the crit for 90. All right, wheel is down, so we don't have to worry about charge. We will have some laser damage here, but we are gonna go ahead and use a mid potion. I think we're gonna take a turn with Luca here to heal up with a mid potion as well, because I have a feeling that if we don't, she's gonna die, or one of the team is gonna die here. All right. So it seems like Whirl is kind of the way to go right now. Or Whirlwind is kind of the way to go. So we can do damage to both the head and the body. And we'll have Luca peg the body here, or the head here with the ranged attacks. How y'all doing this Monday night? You guys having a good start to your week so far? I got to take some time to talk with Matt, Mr. Next Fury that was just in here a minute ago. We're talking about a Roll the Level stream that we've got at the end of the week here. Friday morning, the whole crew is going to be together on Twitch to do a little bit of chatting about life, God, and video games. And then I think we're going to try to play something together, too. See what we can't get into. All right. The head is down. Now all right. Hopefully. Whew. I was a little scared there. Thought we were going to lose Chrono there for a minute. Oh, good crit. Good crit. Ooh, I think Luke is going to need to heal here in just a second. Oh, never mind. Earned 40 XP, found 500 gold. And we're about to end this thing. Boom. My dragon tank, fix it quickly! Uh-oh. We're about to take a nice leisurely walk. Don't fool yourselves into thinking you'll get away with this! Oh, but we already have. We're gonna loot the castle on our way through, just make sure... Oh, nope. That was the wrong way to go. They're escaping. Whew. They're escaping. Get them. We'll have no choice. We'll just have to try to plow through. They're escaping. I think they only have like one line. Stop that right now. Princess Nadia. That man is my friend. You'll treat him as such. But your Highness, you're refusing to obey my orders? No, forgive me, my lady. Hold it right there. Oh, it's a Chancellor. He angry. On your knees, His Grace King Guardia the 33rd comes before you. Father! Silence, Nadia. Your duties come before your whims. You're a princess before all else. No, I'm not. I'm a person first and princess second. Okay, so some of the dialogue in this, you know, it's kind of simple, but, you know. All of these little excursions of yours outside of the castles seem to be having a bad influence on you. It's not influence, it's common sense. Nadia! I can't live in this stupid castle anymore. I'm leaving. Princess Nadia! Come on, Chrono. And we out. Don't just stand there after them. Oh, Nadia. He's sad. There they are. Don't lose them. Oh. We are outnumbered here. There's nowhere left to run, unless there is. Come along quietly. How about no? Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like a dead end. A gate. Come on. Come on. We have no idea where it'll take us. We might not even be able to get back. Who cares? Anywhere's better than here. Oh, but is it? Princess Nadia! This is totally irrational, you know. Hurry, Chrono! Wheelp! I guess we know what we're doing. Peace. They disappeared! Here we go. Where is it going to take us? Eek! Oh, ow. There's no way the Chancellor can get us here. But where are we? That is the question, Meryl. That is the question. The civilization here seems pretty advanced. It almost looks like we're in another world. Are we in another world? A curious crest is engraved, and a mysterious force seals it shut. I wonder what could be behind there. Oh, we got more question marks, people. Oh, got any cash? This stuff is real? Never seen any money like this before. Oh well, I have some good stuff for you. Alright, so we've got a pocket blaster. I think we're going to get that. Yeah, we're going to pick that up for Luca here. And then iron suit. We are going to get 3 of those. Iron helm, 3 of those. I love that we can equip stuff from the menu here. Okay. It's going to get us some good defense here. Okay. I was going to check the maiden's suit there because I know that the defense on it's pretty decent. Alright, we're going to sell. Steel saber, the pea shooter. Yeah. Bronze helm. The padded vest, do not need that. Bronze armor, don't need that. Hide tunic. And maiden suit. Alright, so we're all equipped. If I just keep saving up money, someday it'll come in handy. That's what I tell myself anyway. Ooh, these guys are looking a bad way. There should still be some food in Aeros Dome to the northeast if we can get through Site 16 alive. The specters that haunt the place can't be harmed by weapons like guns or blades. Ooh. Truce. Never heard of that dome, a dome by that name. This is Tran Dome. If you're looking for food, you won't find any here. Kingdom, Chancellor, has the hunger driven you mad? This is an energon. You'll get a full night's sleep in just a few seconds, but it won't do don't do a thing for your hunger. So let's go ahead and rest in the energon here. Before we make our way, there is another, but you're still hungry. There's still another door here. A curious crest is engraved here and a mysterious force seals it shut. I wonder what we need to do about that. All right. So we're gonna move on from here. This is the Bangor Dome. This must be Site 16 up here. So we've got to work our way through Site 16 and figure out what on earth is going on here. Oh, that thing stole a potion. Obtained Berserker Ring. Oh, that stole another potion. You know what? We probably should have saved before we got in here. Because I have a feeling like that's going to be worth doing. Beyond the ruins. What is beyond the ruins? We'll see. Alright. Ooh. Got some squid-like things. Try to do something about those. Whew. That crit. So good. Alright. Good crit from Meryl there. Level increase. Always welcome. I feel like I should be able to hit all three of those, but you know what? We're gonna use the flamethrower here and see what happens. Not a whole lot happens. Okay, well, I guess you do what you need to do. Earn some points, get some money, got an ether, Chrono's level increase. That's a good time right there. Obtain silver sword. I think I actually have a silver sword. Oh, you know what? That was one of the things that I found in the prison, and I think that's one of those items that you might miss if you don't know what you're doing. That's right. The game does give you another chance to get one, but not like it's a terribly special weapon. But early game like this, you definitely feel those extra damage points if you don't have them. I mean, obviously we're not like tearing through this stuff, but it is still nice to have the extra damage. Alright, I'm just kind of checking down here because I'm trying to remember if there was any... Ooh. Oh. Those rats. Silver bow. Ooh. Okay, we take that. 3 extra damage. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Wind Slash. Alright, got one of those guys down. Oh, you know what? I missed a perfectly good opportunity to whirl there. Nope, never mind. Alright. So we find ourselves in some mysterious ruins here. What do you guys think is going on here? If you were to try to, if you're not aware of the story, if you don't know what's going on, where do you think we ended up? We're working our way through a place called Site 16. We saw some biodomes. And if that was all the information that I had, I would think that maybe we find ourselves maybe on another planet, maybe another dimension, maybe another reality, maybe we find ourselves in the future. Alright, so these are the guys that are not impacted by regular attacks. So this is where we've got to use our techniques here that are a little bit more elemental based to fend those things off. So I'll tell you, the first time like going through there and dealing with those things, it was definitely a treat to say the least, because you're sitting there like wasting your turns, not knowing what's going on, and only to find out that, oh hey, yeah, I actually can't do any damage to this thing. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, if we try to, we're going to go ahead and try to attack with Meryl here. She misses. It is a catastrophic failure here. But no worries, though, because we got some Wind Slash action going on there. Got some tech points. Meryl learned a lure. If I remember correctly, a lure confuses enemies. That's right. So confused enemies have a chance to do damage to themselves. This guy right here. You know what? We're going to go ahead and try to use a lure. I forgot that she did that. Did not confuse the enemy nearly as much as I hoped it would, but I don't know that that enemy is particularly susceptible to being confused, but you try what you gotta try it. Alright. Nope, we're not doing a lure. Are doing some flame slashes and whatnot. We gotta actually heal Meryl up here. She hurting a little bit. Her level increased though, that's good. It's definitely good. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and use a couple of potions on her, get her healed up. I think we're gonna go ahead and use an ether on Chrono. Just give him a little bit extra breathing room. I'm trying to remember if there is a boss fight up here. Oh, apparently that's where the event trigger is. Huh! Alright. Well. I feel like these guys give you something, or they have a chance to drop something that's like really beneficial. Because I seem to remember in the past farming these guys for whatever that item may be. Maybe we'll be lucky and find out when they drop something. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and fight this other one over here just to see. We're just going to use our regular attacks because don't want to waste any of that those sweet magic points just yet, because we might need them here in a minute. Beep. Nope, I don't think they may not give anything. But you may notice though that we've kind of hit a point where we are not receiving tech points anymore. So that's kind of an interesting thing. Okay, we're going to the Aeros Dome here. Let's see what's going on in here. Who are you? That's a good question. Old man, you there? Where have you come from? We just came from the other side of the ruins to the west. What did you say? Hey, we've got people who crossed the ruins. What? Are you serious? No way. So there are people strong enough to fight those mutants. Yeah, there are. Daddy's gone. Gonna be back with some food soon. My husband left for the food storage facility down below. We haven't seen him since. Ooh, that doesn't bode well. Chrono Dome is an old abandoned factory site lie to the east. We can't get near them, though. The places are filled with robots running berserk. All right, old man. Pardon me. I don't even know I didn't even tell you my name. I am Dome, the descendant of a former director of the Information Center in the days when it still was one. The Dome's substructure holds a supercomputer and a food storage facility, but the robot's guards are still active and will not let us through. Ironic, isn't it? We are starving right atop our own stores of food. Alright, I think we're going to try to do something about that. You can reach the continent south through the sewers, but I wouldn't advise it. That's where Death Peak site sits, the source of all this devastation. Interesting. I wonder why it's called Death Peak. And besides, even someone as strong as you would never stand a chance against the mutants that live down in those sewers. There's an old man living in a dome he built near Death Peak. Said he wanted to monitor it. Talk about crackpots. The door with the crest. Push it, pull it, bash it. The thing won't budge. Alright, we're going to jump into the Enertron here. We're still going to be hungry. But that's okay. I'm going to save here. See what this gal has to sell here. Do you have some money? Yeah, I do. You sure this stuff is money? Well, here's what I have. Alright, so it looks like she's got similar stuff to what the other dude here. I'm going to buy a couple more panaceas here just because I have a feeling like we're going to need those. Huh. She used the same line as the other vendor. And yes, I am saving over this 2 times just because I don't want to inadvertently save over my game again. You plan to go below? Of course. We've made many attempts ourselves, but they've always met with failure. Well, there's no way of knowing what'll happen unless we try, right? It's nice to see such spirited young people for a change. Careful then, and come back alive. Gotta save things, right? Like, it's what we do. It's what we do. Alright, so this has a shiny thing on it, so I'm gonna punch it. This console controls the locked door. We need a password to get through, though. Well, that's unfortunate. This console controls the door lock. We need a password to get through. Okay, well, we're gonna see what's up in here. Got some rafters here. Oof, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like heights. It appears to be a decorative statue. A note is attached to it. Warning, anyone approaching the food stock is subject to attack. Interesting. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. It's boss time. Initiating command sequence. Chrono, what's that? Meryl, let's smash this thing. We're going to do just that. All right. We have actually got to take down these pods before doing damage to the center here. All right. Pod 1 down. Oof. Alright, so we got to take this thing out before we can do any damage to the center. We are going to need to heal up here, I think. Ooh. Alright, you know what? We're going to flame for the center. We're going to Aura Whirl here to get everybody some health back. All right. Ooh, fire does not do any damage. I probably should have seen that last time. Alright, so this guy is doing a countdown timer here. At the end of the countdown timer, he's going to revive his pods. So we got to focus fire the pods down here. Because I believe they will heal the center unit if they are not taken down. All right, here we go. All right, so we're on the countdown timer again. Ooh, nice crit, Meryl. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. I'm actually not sure how close we are to taking this guy down. This is a boss fight after all, so I expect to go at least a couple of rounds here of... Alright, pods are revived. Time to take those things out. Alright, we got one down. Alright, how are we doing health-wise? We're doing okay health-wise. That is not good. All right, so we're going to use a mid potion on Chrono here. Do not want him to die. Breakdown. All right. Boss is down. Earned 300 XP, found 1,000 G. Chrono's level increased. Excellent. Yuck, something reeks. Everything's completely rotten. The refrigeration must have failed. Chrono, look. He's not breathing. He must have died down here. There's something in his hand. What do you suppose this is? It looks like some kind of seed. A seed? Could it even grow in a place like this? Well, I suppose we're going to find out. A note is written on a soiled scrap of paper. That rat is more than just a statue. It knows the secrets of this dome. Catch it. All right. There it is. Shh. It might run away. Run after it and press A to catch it. We got it. Squeak, I give up. I'll tell you everything. Squeak. Press A, Y, then B. A, Y, then B to activate the switch once you hear the sound. A, Y, B. Okay. I seem to remember this thing running a whole lot faster in the past, but what can you do? All right, we got it. We unlocked. All right. Because we didn't fight enough robots. Got to fight some more. Mid-ether, that's nice to have. Mid-ether. Got some mantisy bug things. Nobody likes these guys. Oh. Got some like hypnotic business going on. I forgot you can move the party menu there. I got Panacea. It's nice. Luca increased level. That's all. We'll take that. Got more bugs. You got to heal up here soon, I think. Earned a couple XP, got another Panacea, that's a good time. We're going to go ahead and use Meryl's tech here to heal everyone up, because it's extremely cheap ability. And it gets the job done. Pew pew pew! Dunk. Luca busts out the mallet. Alright, Meryl increases her level. Take that. Go around this way, I think. I was wondering why it was not activating the encounter there. Woo! Alright. Robots and rats. Gotta love it. I do appreciate that the exterminator robot is like it is not prejudiced at all when it comes to what it's gonna attack. It's just like, you moved, you're not me, so I'm gonna attack you. Woo, 72 experience, 45 gold found. Got another robot here. Pew, pew, pew. I keep forgetting to use Luca's, or look at Luca's scope there when I'm trying to see like what health enemies have left. Alright, so these guys have 128 health. So that's good to know. Chrono, it's hurting. Let's give Chrono a potion here. Because we got 35 of them. May as well. Okay, nope. Got a sealed door there. Another Robo Boy to take down. To experience, 50 gold, potion. Oh, that worked for that too. Sweet. All right, we're going to come back there in just a second because I want to go in here real quick. Oh. That's right. I don't think we can go in that other door. I'm going to try. Got that potion back. We're going to go ahead, I think, and use another potion here. And just potion everybody up. Why not? Top ourselves off. We're saving the world. Got to be fresh. Got to be hydrated. One more robot here, and then we're going to try the door. I think that we're not going to actually be able to get into that door. I think that's sealed off still. But I just want to check it, though, before we go into that other room. Because I'm pretty sure that other room will advance the plot here. Okay, yep. Curious Crest, blah, blah, blah. I can't go in there yet. All right, well. We're going this direction. There is a computer here. This must be the supercomputer. Good, it's still operational. If we run a search on temporal distortions, we might just find our gate. Got it. East of here. Well, looks like we got some more ruins to go through. There is a location there. There, Proto Dome. Leave it to Luca. Who'd have thought this machine could tell us something like that? Say, what does this button do? Because nothing could ever possibly go wrong from pressing a button, right? Do you want to know what's going to happen when we press the button? Well, you're going to have to find out in just a minute. We'll be right back. Sorry for the slight intermission there, folks. We are back. We're going to jump back into our game here. And what does this button do? We're going to find out here. (1999 AD) visual record of the Day of Lavos? Oh no. Thanks. Something cataclysmic is happening. What was that? Lavos. Is that what destroyed the world? Then this really is our future? No, it can't be. I don't believe it. This can't be the way the world ends. Chrono. Hey, that's right. We can change it. Change history. Just like Chrono did when he saved me. We have to. Right, Luca? Right, Chrono? Yeah, I guess so. And fortunately, we've got the gate that will let us move through time. What do you say, Chrono? Okay, let's do it! Alright, it's set. Chrono, Luca, let's do this! First things first, let's get back to our own time period and see if we can find any information about this Lavos. Next stop, Chrono Dome. Well, folks, we just discovered that the world is going to end. And that there is a big, scary, porcupine-looking thing that's responsible for it. So how do you defeat a big, scary porcupine thing? Well, we're going to find out. Well, maybe not tonight, but we'll find out eventually. Right, Chrono leveled up. That's a good time. kill some bugs. So, Kristen, as a first-time experiencer of Chrono Trigger, what do you think of the story so far? You know, you are you're an appreciator of good story. And also a very rational and honest person, so... Panacea. Not hugely into video games that are story focused, so I don't know if I'm the best person to review it. Not necessarily asking for a review, just more of like an opinion, you know, from what you're seeing. Alright. Yo, we're back. You're back. It's definitely more enjoyable to watch you play it and enjoy it than play it myself. Oh, that's fair. And what did you discover? This is our future. Who cares? Where's the food? This is the only thing left. A seed. You don't know how long that Enertron will hold out. That seed might be your only hope. Anyway, just stay alive. Don't give up. We won't either. You're such a strange bunch. You're different from us somehow. You mean because we haven't lost hope? Hope. There's a word I haven't heard in some time. It does have a comfortable ring to it, though. I don't know what kind of seed this is, but I'll do my best to grow it. What's that? This may be just the thing we needed. You're off to the Chrono Dome, then? You'll need to pass through Site 32. Take this with you. We obtained a jet bike key. I want a jet bike. It's the key to the jet bike parked at Site 32's ruins. I used to ride it when I was young. Hopefully it still works. They've got even more powerful robots in that dome, and they've overrun the place. Take care, and don't give up hope. Don't worry, Gramps. We won't. I gotta push this guy out of the way. Alright, we're gonna save here. Alright, so we're in the future. We've discovered that the world is going to end in 1999. Remember, this game was made in 1995. The world is going to end in AD 99, so kind of an interesting thing there. Destroyed by Lavos. What a Lavos is and how We heard it. We have yet to discover. But in the eternal words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Alright, we got a motorbike here. We're about to take it for a ride. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Hold it right there. Oh, bro. Thanks for the intro, boys. Bro. Bruh. You lowlifes can call me Johnny. I'm the leader of this pack. Now listen up. The ruined highway up ahead is the only road you've got. Want to reach the other side? Then you gotta have to ride in a race against me. That is, brother. I'll let you use that jet bike, cause that's the kind of guy I am. Don't sweat it, and don't you dare chicken out, babe. So, do shiny axles know how to ride? It's been a while, so I'm gonna ask him, so I'm gonna say no. Alright, listen up and let Johnny tell you how it's done. The gas is on auto, so there's only one speed, fast. To steer, just press up and down directional buttons. Tap B for a turbo boost. I'll give you 3 of them. The B icon shows up how many you've got left. Alright, heads up though, after you use one, you can't use another until the gauge above the icon refills. You can check your position from the finish line to the start. Now show me what you got, babe. Alright. Gonna beat Johnny to race here. He kind of races a little dirty. Oh, we just took him to school. He looks so dejected. You beat me? I don't get it. Well, you can come challenge me anytime again. We'll ride the wind, babe. Alright, got to the other side of the ruins here. So I mean, technically we are beyond the ruins, but that is still the chapter that we find ourselves in. So, got to go to the Proto Dome. No, we got robots to fight. Ooh. A shocking experience for sure. Oh, folks, you came here for bad jokes. I just know it. Now we got more butts, more butts. Get them all with that cyclone. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Oh, we got an Enertron here. Let's take some rest. Because everybody loves free XP and MP. Though we are still hungry. Oh, what is that? What's this thing? It's in bad shape, but it looks like a humanoid robot. Incredible. I think I can fix it. What? Fix it? What if it attacks us like the other ones? I'll make sure it won't. Robots don't attack of their own free will, you know. They only do it because humans make them that way. Luca, you really feel for them, don't you? I better get to work. It's tinker time. The door won't budge. All right, that should do it. I'm going to give it some juice. Good morning. Good morning, mistress. What is your command? I'm not your mistress. I'm Meryl. This is Chrono. And that's Luca, the one who fixed you. Understood. Madame Luca restored my circuits. Just Luca will do. That manner of address could potentially cause offense. I am incapable of offensive speech. Well, some of us don't like it when people are so formal all the time. Isn't that right, Meryl? Oh, she's throwing some shade. Little Sather, understood, Luca. All right, so what's your name? Name. Perhaps you are referring to my serial number. My serial number is R-66Y. R66Y? Cool. Cool? What are you talking about? That won't do at all. Come on, Chrono, let's give him a better name. Robo! That's a better name. Robo. Yes, Robo, that's perfect. Your new name is Robo, okay? My name is Robo. Data storage complete. Hey, Robo, there's something I was hoping you could... What happened here? This dome contained many humans and others like me. Oh dear. This is kind of hard to say, but I think something awful happened while you were out. I don't think anyone else is left. I see. What about yourselves? We came through a gate, time warp from the year 1000. We learned that there was a gate here when we went to the Aeros Dome. And then we found you when we came looking for the gate. The door to the inner chamber is sealed shut, so it looks like we're out of luck. He's trying to help. The dome's power has been shut off completely. The factory to the north contains an energy power generator for this dome. I can bypass security to activate it. Shall we go there? You do that for us? You repaired me. Now it's my turn to be of assistance. However, the generator will produce power for only a short time. Someone must remain here to open the door as soon as power is restored to the dome. Who should we leave? Well, Meryl or I could stay, Luca suggests. Who will stay behind? Who's more likely to be able to take care of themselves, do you think? I mean, I think both of them are pretty scrappy, right? Like, Meryl may be a princess, but she's obviously able to take care of herself, sneak out of the castle. She's crafty. Luca has a knack with technology. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who should stay behind? I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave Meryl behind. Oh, well, too late. Oh, apparently we can't switch out here. She's already bored. She's been there like 2 seconds. All right, we're leaving Luca behind. And we got Robo here, which I'm wondering, equipment-wise here. All right, we got a tin arm, iron helm, and titanium vest. All right. Going up north here. Actually, we're going to save before we get in here. Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen. Alright, so we got... He's going to mash buttons and see what happens. Override security system 0, 0. Alright, okay, yeah, these guys can sort of be attacked here. Always save. Exactly. Alright. Learn Aura Beam. Dual tech. That's awesome. All of the heals. Oh, that didn't quite take anyone out. All good though. Dunk! Robo with the big punches. We are taking the elevator. We're gonna see what happens here. Whew. That was close. Nope. Crane's got us. It's too bad. Oh, we're bound for the incinerator, guys. I think that's where our journey ends. Good thing we saved. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the end of the road. It just takes us to a different part of the factory. All right, supersonic laser spin. Well, that's pretty all right. All right, supersonic laser spin. What? We need to heal Chrono up here. He's kind of hurting. Hey, Matt, welcome back, buddy. We find ourselves in the future here. We just found out that the world is going to end in 1999, which is that's a party. And now we're just trying to make sense of it all. We're trying to turn power back on in the dome. I know, must have been Y2K. So trying to get power back on, you know, reboot the Windows 95 machine that's still running. It's still trying to download updates. We're also trying not to die here. Yeah, Windows updates get you every time. All right, we got some more tech points here, which is always a good time. All right, so that just brought us back down here, which is all right. Tara says she's here to make the stream better. Awesome. Hey, Tara. It is always good to see you, friend. Loved listening to the podcast you guys started. Matt and Tara just started a podcast about marriage and ministry called the Unqualified podcast. Super good, guys. Though I'll be honest, I was kind of waiting for that moment of, you know, of the role that I played in your relationship. Of course, you know, making sure that you guys have had the best relationship that you could possibly have. You know, because I'm just that awesome. You know, that good of a friend to you guys. Just as a heads up, I'm really not that arrogant. It's just Matt and Tara and I all went to school together for a bit. Yeah, your marriage is a long story. Can't be told all in one night, which is it's great. It's as any good marriage should be. But anyway, whatever the case may be, really good listen. I just appreciate the authenticity of you guys and your willingness just to share your heart, to share like just openly about, you know, some of the struggles and whatnot. Okay, so pattern A, B, Y, Y. A couple of patterns here. All right. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're trying to get power back on into a local biodome here, and we just found Robo, and he is kind of being our guide right now through this far future robotic factory, and just trying to make our way, moving fast because we're homebound. You know how it is. Woo! Experience points, tech points, love them. Obtained a mid-ether, obtained 400 gold. Can't climb in there, though. Alright, we're going to heal up here. Robo has Cure Beam, which is actually a pretty strong heal. We'll use that in a moment here. Alright, let's use Laser Spin. I forget what this does. Oh, Robo does this little dance thing. Boom. That was a nice hit from Meryl. Really nice hit. Woo! 66 XP, couple of tech points, some gold, and we're in another fight. Boo. Alright, we are gonna rocket punch this guy. Dunk! Yay for tech points. Yay for shelters. And ethers, we'll take those. Alright. Ooh. Okay. I feel like... Okay. So it's A, B, and then Y, Y was the other one. So we got to clear these barrels out because there's a chest over there that we need to get to, and we can only get to it. Well, and there's a door there as well. So, you know, progress being what it is. All right. Got to get those barrels out of the way. So, how's the evening going for you guys? How many times have I played through Chrono Trigger in my life? Oh my goodness. I've probably played through Chrono Trigger maybe half a dozen times. Oh, I just totally avoided that encounter. For some reason. Oh, here we go. That's right. Here, this is how we get to the chest over here. It's impressive. Doing well. Just finished up Life Groove. Awesome, man. How was that tonight for you guys? I'll tell you what, like I miss being in like a life group, connect group thing. Love hanging out with people, love doing life with people. So good. Always awesome to connect. Indeed. Alright, so just got a Thunder Blade, which is great because it's going to work fantastic against... Alright, so XABY. Okay, that's the same as the SNES. Decode AB. YX. Alright. I thought there was something back up in there. Alright, I think now we can go to the mainframe of this place and do a little bit of reset. Oh, we definitely just avoided that encounter. Ah, save spot. Should always save your game. We're in the derelict factory. I think we're going to go ahead and use... we're not quite going to use a shelter just yet. We're not quite there. Alright, so we've got some acid and alkaline here. I'm going to try to see if we can't take those guys out. Donk! So shelters restore all of your HP and MP. hatches opened. Yeah, so it works very similar to like a tent in the Final Fantasy games. Yep. And interestingly enough, in this version of Chrono Trigger, some of the item names have actually been changed. Actually, item names and technique names have been changed. They're still the same things. It's just, I think that what they tried to do was they tried to update them to be a little bit, to have a little bit more delineation from some of the like Final Fantasy counterparts, because I mean, this is a Squaresoft game, and Square did the Final Fantasy titles, so that kind of makes sense to separate the two. But so this is the Steam version of Chrono Trigger. This version of Chrono Trigger actually has some updates to it from the standpoint of, like, we're actually playing on an enhanced visuals mode. I forgot that after last week. Some of the menu layout is a little bit different. I don't think that the gameplay is necessarily different from the standpoint of like, there's no what I would call like any quality of life updates per se to the game. It's just, you know, the game is what it is. Oh, there are lasers there. But whatever the case may be, there are some visual updates. There's some more settings that can be changed and whatnot. But largely, you know, everything is... Oh, and they added some of the stuff that connects Chrono Trigger to Chrono Cross. I don't know, though, whether or not the anime cutscenes that were added for the Final Fantasy anthologies are in this or not. Because I thought for some reason that we would have seen one by now. I'm curious. Okay, if we go down, where does this go? So they actually did, they redid cutscenes they did cutscenes for the game for the Final Fantasy Anthologies release. But I don't know that I know they weren't in the SNES cartridge, the original. All right, we're gonna save here. But the character artist that did the artist that did the character designs for Chrono Trigger, I'm going to butcher his name. I'm wanting to say it's Akira Toriyama. And I'm probably wrong on that. That might be somebody completely unrelated. And I apologize ahead of time for that. Or after the fact for that. I got to say, by the way, Matt, busting out, like playing Torchlight the other night and busting out all those facts about Torchlight. Awesome stuff, dude. Awesome stuff. All right. We're gonna use a couple of potions here. Ooh, Meryl's hurt. See what happens when you use my ADD for good. Dude, ADD is a superpower, man. Oh, yeah. So big question. Would you want to see a Chrono Trigger movie? Ooh, if so, who would you want to direct it? Oh, man. I gotta be honest, like, it would be very difficult to capture the scope of Chrono Trigger in a movie. It would be very, very difficult to capture the scope of Chrono Trigger in a movie. Who would I want to direct it? That's a good question. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Honestly. Yes. Oh, man. Yeah, that guy. Taki Waititi. Yeah. That guy, though. Yeah. Uh-oh. We are in trouble. We gotta get out of here. Robo's saving the day. Oof. I think he could. It would. I just feel like it would be really difficult to do in one movie. Like, it would have to be a series of movies. Just because there's so much in this game that it would just be exceptionally challenging. Oh no. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. It could be a sweet trilogy. RY64Y, R64Y, R67Y, R69Y. It is good to see you again. Dunk. Oh. What are you doing? You are defective. You are not one of us. Yeah, there are some natural breaking points that, yeah, I agree. There are some natural breaking points that would, you'd have to abbreviate a ton, though. There's a ton that would have to be abbreviated. I think it would do better as a series than as a movie. Robo's actually having a little bit of an identity crisis here. Am I malfunctioning? Affirmative. Oh no. A defect. I'm a defect. You have forgotten our assigned task. All intruders must be eliminated. That was my reason, the reason for my creation. You disgrace our series. You must be destroyed. This is such a sad moment. Chrono, they're tearing him apart. He's so sad. Please stop. Please. His buddies. They were his buddies. Poor guy. They're gonna put him in the oven. The trash compactor. Bye, Robo. Robo! Now we shall eliminate the intruders. You cocky box of bolts, you're not gonna get away with this. All right, here we go. We gotta take out Robo's kin here. I guess they are no longer his people. All right. Looks like we got one row done. We need some more. We require more mana. Gotta get some more MP. Cyclone. I always thought that was kind of an interesting attack, where they would kind of bounce their target back and forth. And then throw them into another character. Man, Chrono is getting tossed around. So Chrono Trigger series, live action or animated? Oh, definitely animated, for sure. If you get a good animation style for that, for sure. I guess there's just like, I feel like there's just like way too much that could go wrong trying to do it live action. Like everything would have to be like green screen. Then too, if I had to pick a style based on what I've seen, what would I want it to be? Actually, I would love to see it in the style of The Mandalorian, or Tales from the Loop. Tales from the Loop is an Amazon series that or Tales from the Loop, Stranger Things sort of vibe. Like I think that kind of vibe could really work for something like this. Can you fix me? Shh, don't try to talk. You are trying to change the world. I don't know how far we'll get, but that's the plan. Anyway, Robo, what do you want to do after I finish repairing you? What do I want to do? Yeah, I mean, you were stuck here all this time. There must be a lot of things you want to do, right? No one has ever asked me that before, Luca. Good morning. Robo, thank goodness you're all right. Luca, you're incredible. Well, let's hope I never have to do that again. What is up, Will? Oh man, you are so late. So what you missed is we broke Chrono out of prison. Dude, no worries. Life happens, man. I'm just glad to see you here. So we broke Chrono out of prison, and I am not angry at Will. We still love you, buddy. I'm sorry. We appreciate you. Yeah. So we triggered Chrono out of prison. Yep. It was a good time. So we busted him out. We found a random gate in the middle of the woods, and we ended up jumping into it because that's what you do. And we ended up in the far future, a bleak future, in a world that has nearly been destroyed by a fiery porcupine-looking creature named Lavos. And yeah, so we just ended up meeting this robot guy here. Luca fixed him up, and we invaded the factory. This game is wild, dude. I keep telling you, man, like, this game is so good. The story is so great. It's such a ride. I have been trying to voice everyone. I have been. I don't know how good of a job I'm doing. I mean, you can ask the chat here, but we're doing the best that we can. This and becoming Detroit human, Detroit becoming human. So yeah, I actually have not played Detroit Becoming Human or Become Human. I have it on my PlayStation because of reasons. I don't remember why. Just like it's, you know what? Don't even worry about it, my dude. My dude. I'm just so glad you're here. So Lucas says, well, let's hope I never have to do that again. Kristen, you're too kind. It's been super fun to listen. You're such a good friend. You're a good friend, Kristen. Luca, I have arrived at an answer to your question. I want to go with you. Really? You mean it? There is nothing for me here. I want to help you. Together, we might be able to give the life on this planet a chance. Got that Metatron voice down. I'm trying to do something, dude. Then let's go. The gate's right through there. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where are we? Well, that is a good question. Where indeed? Alrighty, folks, we are at a little bit of a robo done goofed up. All right, so here's where we're at. We are at a little bit of a crossroads here because we're close to a stopping point. I have to put the pup to bed here in just a minute. So we could do this. We can play the next couple of minutes here until we get to a save point, and then we're going to go ahead and call it there. Or we can take a quick intermission and go from there. Will, I imagine you're probably streaming tonight, aren't you, buddy? Playing some of that Pokemon goodness. Get that, are you starting your Nuzlocke again? Here to hang out? Do you have plans to do something? Awesome, man. Awesome. So let's go ahead. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and play to the save spot here because there's a little bit of information about where we are that we got to figure out. Got to record a podcast, but if you're on a little later, I'll check back. You know what? I think what we're going to do is we've got a save spot here. We don't even have to get anything started. So we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to go ahead and call our game right there. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight on this incredible epic adventure that is Chrono Trigger. Sarah's going to be on tomorrow night. I believe 6:30 Eastern time is when she's going to be on. I think she is going to be playing a little bit of Animal Crossing again. And then Matt, what you got? It's 8:30 Eastern time is when Sarah's on. Matt, what do you got going on Wednesday night? You going to be playing some more Torchlight on Wednesday night? Matt's going to be streaming Wednesday night at 10:30. And then 10:30 Eastern time, Torchlight and Chill. And then Friday morning, we're actually going to be streaming together, kind of do a little bit of a live podcast. And then, man, I'm so excited for Friday. Matt and I were taking some time to talk over lunch today. Well, virtual lunch-ish, or virtual me picking up lunch for myself. But chatting about what we're going to be talking about on Friday. So guys, thanks so much for joining us here at Roll the Level. Thanks for being a part of the conversation. For all my friends that have shown up here, I love you guys. Thanks for making this so much fun. I really, really appreciate you guys being here. Anyway, until next time, we look forward to helping each other to roll the level.